Hey, it's Woody. It's Tokyo. It's day 12. I just got done training and I got completely annihilated by this guy who, let's just say it started off training. I started training with him and I was going, like kind of light, I was just kind of feeling him out, just being like, hey, what's up? Don't want to go in and be like, So, kind of, feeling him out, and got to turtle, and then, maneuvered my way to get to side control, and he had taken the inside collar of my gi and gave me a baseball choke that I have never felt before in my life. A lot of times, I can literally still feel it. A lot of times when I've been choked out, like I could feel like things turn gray, where this was it was on so hard. I saw colors, and I saw patterns of colors, and I remember I was fighting it, and I couldn't fight it. And next thing I knew, I thought I tapped so hard and fast. I thought that I was gonna just. I was done for. I thought I was done for. So he showed me afterwards that on his belt it said his name, which I think is Sengawa, and then it had the baseball choke in kanji on his belt, and he's like, that's my choke, and I was like, yay, everybody has their own technique, and so I worked out with him a little bit afterwards, and he showed me some techniques on that, and it was unbelievable. We chatted for just a little bit, and it turns out he's 53. He's a year younger than my father, and this guy just completely annihilated me. Not that age, matters or anything like that, but it's always great to see somebody older, and it's always great to get your ass kicked with unbelievable technique. It was the best. It was the best I've ever felt in my life, and it was amazing. So. I'm gonna hang out in Harajuku, and I'll shoot some more video. So, deuces. Hey, Woody here. Tokyo day 12. Of course, guess what I'm doing? Ooh, I'm sipping my coffee. Today, woke up, worked, went jiu-jitsu, trained. You saw the video, hopefully before, where I got choked out. That was pretty awful. It was pretty awful, and it was pretty awesome all at the same time. Right now I'm sitting on this a quiet little street having a coffee. About to actually head home. The sun's about to go down, so about to head back and actually get some more work done. So that way tomorrow I'm going to go and I'm going to train. I'm going to go down to Asakusa, which is a area that has a temple, and it's supposed to be a really cool area. So I'm going to go check that out. So today I ran around Harajuku, saw the Harajuku gals. It reminded me a lot of St. Mark's Place, where it's a lot of stuff and it's kind of cool. But that area was like St. Mark's, and then the area right next to it, street right next to it, is very much similar to Soho, where it's a lot of really nice shops and stuff like that. So, it was one of those things where you go there and you go to experience it, and it turns out to, in my perspective, not be as crazy, or crazy, or as awesome as I kind of hoped it would be. But what are you going to do? I still got a lot done today, so I'm actually going to go and get a lot more done because I got a deadline I got to hit tomorrow. But that's cool, and the blog that I've been working on is full steam ahead. It's probably 90% done, so I'm gonna go and probably put the extra effort in for the next day or so and get that up and out this week. So hopefully by actually let's set a deadline. So by Monday I'm gonna launch it. It'll be ready on Monday, so I'll launch it on Monday, and then boom, I'll have a few more days left here in Tokyo until I jump over to LA. But the one thing I want to talk about today, which is, you might notice that I'm looking a little extra crispy today, right? I got my tie on, and it was a relatively warm day today, but
one of the things that I like to do is I like to dress nice, and one of the things that I notice is that when you're out freelancing and you look for stuff, dress. I'm not even going to apologize for it, right? Dress for success. If you look the part, people are going to be able to trust you with the part. If think about it in terms of money, right? If you have a job and you're getting paid, $5,000 for that job, and you look like a bum, hey, okay. But if you go and you want to ask somebody for $100,000 and you look like a bum, odds are they're probably going to be a little more skeptical. So I like to, dress to impress, and also is that whenever I talk to people who are who come to me for advice about like how they can make a little more money or be a little more successful in wherever it is that they're doing. One thing I always point out first, because it's the easiest thing to change, is your dress. And one of the first rebuttals I get is that it's uncomfortable. And when you think about it, it can be uncomfortable for two reasons. One is that you're not wearing the appropriate clothing. If you go out and you shop and you just shop for the stuff that you think that you should be wearing, you're gonna have a bad time. What I suggest is go out and find a woman who you do not know at a store who is dressed very, very nicely, and have her pick out your clothes. This always works because they're gonna pick out clothes that they're going to want you to wear to be attracted to them. So that's a little tip I learned from my dad. The other thing is make sure everything fits. One thing is that people, when they wear ties and stuff, they're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable with it. And that's usually because they buy the size that they think they are, not the size that they are. So for example, I'm an extra large, unless I'm an extra large if I'm wearing a slim fit shirt. So what I'm wearing now is a 18-inch neck, and you can see I can put two fingers in comfortably. So that's a lot of room, right? Very, very comfortable. So I could put that in, but that's only because I'm wearing, it's like an 18 or 18 and a half inch neck, but I'm wearing a slim fit shirt, so it doesn't look like it's a big bag on me. The other part of the equation is when you ask yourself, oh, I feel uncomfortable. There's also like a mental component to it. So a lot of people, they feel uncomfortable, and usually when you're out trying to get better at something, you're going to be uncomfortable. So if you think about it in terms of going out and starting a run for the first time, you're uncomfortable, right? It's going to be hard getting yourself started, but then you start getting more momentum, then you start running, then you start losing weight, you start getting all the benefits of it. So, dressing is the same way. If you dress pointing forward to the place that you want to be, obviously dress for the job you want, not for the job you have, all that kind of cliche, but it's going to be uncomfortable, and there's going to be people who are going to ask, why it is that you're dressing this way, and the answer is obvious to them, is that you expect more from yourself. So that piece feeling of being uncomfortable is going to pass, and then what's going to last is you're going to make some money. So that's a little piece of advice. Tokyo, day 12.